look, I can take pictures of you, and you, and you. Okay, you show the audience what you can do with your iPhone. Yeah, I tell you. So, man, what are we doing? We are geeking out on the phone. But you know what's really valuable? The phone is not valuable. The fact that I got to interact with John is valuable. And what a good product does is allows you to interact with real human beings in a meaningful way. That's what I mean by the social. People matter. Objects don't matter. And so what I've been doing, sorry, I much prefer being down here. How's it going? How's it going? Okay, sorry. Gotta do it more. Yeah, like I say, people matter, objects don't. And I've been in the advertising business for 20 years. I've only really kind of caught on to social media for the last 4 or 5 years or so. And what I like to do is I go to people and say, my clients, I say, well, if your product is not a social object, why are you in business? Because it's a really cluttered, competitive world out there that's overrun by commodities. And yes, you can sell commodities for less money than the next guy. I mean, we all can. But it's not a very interesting way to live a life, is it? And as Russell Davis says, the brand's chief job is to be interesting. And so then I get the next question. Well, that's okay if you have an Apple iPhone, or you have a space shuttle, or you're selling, things people really want. I mean, they really want to go on holiday to Brazil. They don't really want a paper towel. Well, I mean, they're useful, wipe my counters, but they're only paper towels. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about paper towels. So this is the next problem. Let's say you don't work for Apple. How does your product become social in this space? Well, I got the answer about 3 years ago, when I started working with this wine company. See, we sell $8 bottles of wine. We don't sell the fancy French stuff. We sell wine for a school teacher who's making spaghetti for her husband and just wants to make a bottle of wine to go with the spaghetti. Really simple stuff. I mean, we sell wine that's almost as cheap as mineral water. That's how cheap our wine is. And so what we started doing, well, it's pretty good wine. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, in the same way Bounty paper towels are good paper towels. They do the job, It was nice wine for the money. But it wasn't $250 Rothschilds, Appalachian Rothschilds. It was just ordinary wine. What do? Yes, you could say, here's why you should buy our wine. It tastes good and it's cheap. And it's won a few awards. But you know what? There are 50,000 wine brands, in Italy alone. There are 500,000 vineyards in Italy alone. There are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of small wineries in the world saying, we're good, we're cheap, and we won a couple of awards. Actually, awards in the wine industry are a bit like awards in the advertising business. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really mean anything. So what we started doing is we started giving wine out to bloggers. And not on some kind of blogging, here, we have some wine, please pimp it, thank you. It was more like, since I was a blogger myself, and I was writing about the wine company a lot, I just started giving out the wine to my other blog friends, just so they could taste it. So when they had an opinion about it, at least they would know it was good wine for the money. And then, who knows what a geek dinner is? Geek dinner? Tweet up. Nerd, when geeks get together and drink beer and get drunk and hack computers. Right, all these geeks were getting together in London. That's where I was living at the time. And we just started supplying the wine to these geek dinners. Just because, hey, I'm in the wine business. Why not? Hey. And it got really popular. Can I borrow your phone again? Sorry. When I talk about a product that's interesting, it's because of the social object. The definition of a geek is somebody who socializes via an object. Dude, where'd you get the phone? Or, dude, Star Wars. Darth Vader, man, cool. Or when I live in Texas, the social object there are guns. Remington, ooh. Oh, that one would stop a car. That one would make your head explode. That could make your head explode at 200 yards, dude. Oh, that's nothing. My one could make your head explode at 300 yards, dude. You know, these gun guys, they love their guns. They love talking about the guns. They love everything. You put two gun guys in the same room, it's almost like they want to have sex with each other. It's great. You know, my gun is big. You know? Anyways, what makes any product interesting is the social dynamic. You know, the fact that you and I can talk about the phone, like me and John did, the social object. But that's an iPhone. How do you turn a boring product into a social object? Well, I did it. I turned up at these nice parties with my nice bottle of wine, and I drank wine. And I asked nothing back in return. I never said you had to blog it, or you had to pin me back, or you had to buy it. I just said, hey guys, this is what I do. I turned that little $8 bottle of wine into a social gesture, a real social gesture. So this is probably my main point of the future of marketing. Social gestures beget social objects. You want people to like your brand? Be nice, be human, be interesting, be giving, and your product, your brand will follow. The heart comes first, and then the molecules come second. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that's meaningful in this really short life we have is love. And that's why we're on the internet, because we love things, we love people, we love. And the internet makes it easier for us to love stuff, to love other people, and to actually make a difference in our life. And I think if you're going to be interested in the internet, and you're going to be interested in marketing, especially on the internet, and as the future happens, it's going to get harder and harder to market without the internet. If you can do it with love, and you can do it with something to believe in, and you're consistent, then your job's going to get a lot easier. If you just start acting like a marketing dork, your job's going to get increasingly harder and harder. And it's all about, like I said, I'll say one more thing and then I'll leave. People matter, objects don't. And that's all you need to know about social media. And thank you for putting up with me.
Se o pessoal quiser fazer perguntas para o Hugh,